Lisa, I don't know if you can see Christina Zimski, but Christina is my success manager, and I can't brag about her enough. She's been just a great addition to my team. So thank you, Z. Appreciate you. And guys, I will be very brief. I think I met Lisa, and again, I won't remember, but it was either 6 or 8 years ago, I believe, and we met at a luxury retreat, and I don't know which city it was, but it doesn't matter. And after meeting her, and it wasn't even in class, Lisa, you won't remember this, but I think we met kind of after hours. And again, I don't remember if it was at a restaurant or wherever, or a mixer, but I was just so impressed with the way you carried yourself and what you were doing in that market. And you were really new in the business, newer, like 2 or 3 years into the business, because I think you've only been doing it now 10. And I was just so impressed that I started kind of following you, and I think we connected and we were Facebook friends, and it wasn't so much about your production, but it was about who you are and what I experienced in just our meeting each other. And I'm one who I don't give my time to a lot of people if I don't think that we're congruent with each other, that we're like-minded, that we're big thinkers. And I sense that in you, and that's why I was so impressed. Your numbers speak for themselves, so I'll let you speak to that. Guys, I just wanted you to know a little about the person that we're chatting with today. And again, she touched my spirit and my heart with the way she carried herself. And that's why I wanted you on today. So, Lisa, the floor is yours, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
Wow, Ben, I think that was Huntington Beach, and it was 8 years ago. And the interesting thing is, I was just back at that same venue last week for another small, intimate luxury group. So yeah, that I was newer in the business, and you're exactly right. So good morning, Dallas. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. Ben, it's a great privilege to be part of your Rise and Grind series, and my hope is that y'all take away some items of value that are gonna maybe help or inspire you in your business and your personal life. So I'm Lisa Bohlken. I'm a San Diego native. I have been in real estate, like Ben said, for 10 years. I have a full-time licensed assistant and a transaction coordinator. I do about 30 to 35 million a year, and about 90% of that is repeat and referral business. I'm going to give just a little bit of background on myself, and then focus on 3 areas. And in business, and that would be, creating the foundation, building, and then your exit strategy. And that's the exciting part about creating wealth. We do this for our clients. Are you thinking about it for yourself? So I started in real estate at the age of 47. I'm giving that away. And so after 30 years of working in 2010, it was a recession, and I found myself unemployed, out of money, and my home was underwater. So basically, I had to make a lot of tough decisions, but I lost everything. So my home, my investment property, and I ended up declaring bankruptcy. So, shit happens, right? It happens. So what I know is that we're not defined by what happens to us, but rather by how we react to that. And so at that time, with almost no money and needing to find a place to rent, I knew that I needed to recreate the second half of my life. And I ended up choosing real estate. Also fortunately at that time, I found Keller Williams, which really aligned with my values and had great leadership. Y'all are lucky to be with this organization. So laying the foundation for me meant total and complete focus on my real estate business. I set aside everything and pretty much everyone that didn't support that. I was just really, focused and what I wanted to achieve. I also knew that I wanted to be a solo agent. I didn't have any desire to build a big team. I worked my whole life in building sales organizations. I just wanted to do my thing. The foundation also was really rooted in service. For so many years, I've always said that if you come from a place in business of a servant's heart, then you will be successful. And I really truly believe that. And so much of what we do is just based on giving that high level of service. So for me, the foundation, it was a combination of focused work and service. Three things that I found really valuable, and that kind of on the side were: one, build your agent database. It's all about relationships and connections. Ben, here we are, you know. Add every agent that you come in contact with. You never know what opportunities, whether it be, you know, off-market properties or networking or referral or opportunities like this. You just never know when that person might be a valuable connection for you. So get everyone you meet in your database. Service providers, get great and trusted contractors, stagers, movers, tax advisors. You know, these are going to bring value to your clients, but also make sure, because it will be a reflection on you and your business, that you really choose wisely when you're picking these people to refer your clients to. And the third thing is knowledge. Especially if you're newer in the business, attend all the team meetings, tap into all of the resources available. You know, KW especially, we're a learning company based, you know, in real estate. So there's so many opportunities there. Also, you know, meet with successful agents. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. Use all the resources that are out there and available to you. So building. How do you see yourself? Are you a realtor or are you a business owner? Are you thinking like a business owner and thinking like a CEO? Are you making decisions around growing and investing in your business and also in your own personal wealth? Guys, you know, this is the really exciting part, because being realtors, we sit at the source, right? We sit at the source. So what's it called when stockbrokers get confidential information and they use it to their advantage?
Inside trader, huh?
Insider trading, and it's illegal, right? It's illegal. However, that's not the case in real estate. You know, when you come across great opportunities, are you also considering yourself when looking at those opportunities? So here's how I did it. Remember, I started with no money and I had my rentals. I was working hard and living very simply. Any money that I made, I put back into the business, or I saved every penny that I could. I was renting, and the home that I was renting was part of a 3-unit property. It wasn't in a great neighborhood, but it was in an up-and-coming neighborhood, and I actually really loved it. About 3 years into my business, and it was 3 years into the business and almost 3 years to the day of my short sale. So I was in a position to be able to buy again. And the owner of the property and I started talking, and I bought it from him. We put a deal together, and how I did that was literally, I remember exactly, it was $19,000. I was able to buy it FHA, 3.5% down, cover my closing costs. And now I was not only a homeowner again, but I had 2 additional rental properties that were helping to offset all of those expenses. So that was really the first step in my comeback. So side note, I'm a big believer in manifesting. I do a vision board every year. I hang it in my office where